Hey home cooks, welcome back to Gregcipes. Today I'm making honeycomb candy. Honeycomb is a simple and delicious British candy that is surprisingly easy to make at home, and I'm going to show you how to do it. The first thing we're going to do is line a baking sheet with some parchment paper. It's really important to have this set up before you start because things move really quickly. The next thing we're going to do is measure out about 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. We want to have the full amount ready to go when we need it. Next we're going to put a 1/2 cup of sugar and a 1/4 cup of honey into a pot. Traditionally, for honeycomb candy, you would use golden syrup, or light treacle as it's called across the pond, but that's kind of hard to find here in the States, and honey is a really good replacement in terms of flavor and color. But if you don't really care about the color, you can also use molasses. Once we've got our sugar and honey in the pot, we can start heating it over kind of a medium heat until it all dissolves together. We're going to put a candy thermometer into our melted sugar mixture and just monitor the temperature. We want the temperature to get up to around a little over 300 degrees Fahrenheit, what's known as hard crack for sugar. Once our mixture reaches 300 degrees Fahrenheit, we're going to take it off the heat and throw in our baking soda. And we're going to right away start whisking our baking soda throughout the whole thing because we want to get it well distributed. What's happening is the heat from our sugar is causing the baking soda to release carbon dioxide, and as the sugar cools down, all the gas that's released gets trapped inside by the sugar, and this creates a network of little air bubbles in our honeycomb, and it also causes it to puff up and get bigger. After we've added the baking soda and whisk it throughout, and we see that it's starting to puff up, we're going to pour our mixture out onto the baking sheet that we lined earlier. Now we just have to let it sit there and cool and harden for about an hour or whenever it's all the way hard. Once our honeycomb is hard, we can go ahead and break it apart. At this point, you could just eat it like this, or some people like to dip it in chocolate. Whatever you want, it's ready to eat. And there you have it, honeycomb candy. As always, let's take a bite. Just take a good piece here. It's like a honey flavored caramel almost, but it's really easy to bite into, but it's still pretty sticky. So it's a little bit unlike what you find in like a candy bar, but it's good on its own. I hope you make it for yourself and enjoy, and if you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe for a new Gregcipes every Tuesday. The bubbles, oh God, that is surprisingly something.
There you go. Right there.
This?
Yeah.
It's not lint, it's like I think it's toothpaste. I had something in my brain.
Where'd it go?
Flew away.